So we had a really good rain the last couple days, and everything's wet and kind of muddy, but everything is growing and it's beautiful and big, and I haven't had a chance to be out here at all, so we're gonna go look around the yard and see how things are growing. I've already seen a couple things pop up and it's really exciting. All right, so let's go. First, let's go start inside the little covered patio, because this is where I actually saw something pop up that I wasn't expecting at all. Look right here, one of the purple potted pole beans that I had planted, it finally popped up, and I kind of gave up hope that they were going to pop up. But none of the other ones have popped up, but maybe they will if I just give them a little more time. So good job, little buddy. And then over here next to this trellis we have right here, this beautiful arbor thing we have, down at the bottom I had just for fun planted some sunflowers, the really tall ones, and a few of them have popped up. So I just planted like a little row right along this path here on the edge, because on this side we have tomatoes that are going to go up it. So I don't remember what kind of sunflowers I did, but they're gonna be big ones, hopefully. Big and beautiful. Let's go over here to one of the garden beds we have. And these Black Beauty zucchinis are larger than life. They are just gorgeous. And I bet there is some fun stuff happening down here. All those little areas are, it's really cool looking. So we've got some developing flowers that are going to be popping up soon. That'll be really exciting. If we go down here at the bottom of this one, you can kind of see the makings of a fruit. So this is going to be a female zucchini. So this will be the one that turns into the zucchini that you eat. Hi, little buddy. So you gotta keep an eye on those, because I like to help pollinate. We do have lots of bees and stuff, but I like to come out here and just dab, and we'll do that once we get further along in our season. But there is one right there. And over in the same bed, I did throw in some purple potted beans, just because I thought that would be helpful to have some stuff over here on this trellis. So they popped up nicely. And then we've got tromboncinas along the edge. They are going to start making tendrils and start going up this cattle panel, and it's gonna look really cute. If we walk over here, I think these are cowpeas, and they've popped up. I've never done them before. I have a friend who likes them, so I thought I have a little space here and I'd throw something in. These are Corbaci peppers. They grow really well here where I live, and they are these long yellow. They turn they're not sweet and they're not spicy. They kind of more like a tart, tangy banana pepper vibe, which is actually kind of what I wanted to do if I had enough of them. I don't know if I have enough, but they grow really well and they grow all through summer, so it'll be very exciting to get those back. Oh no, the sunflower fell over. Maybe I can prop him up. Come here, little buddy. Sometimes they fall over with a good rain, but he'll be okay. And along this side of the cattle panel, we have yard long beans. Some people call them like noodle beans. They're pretty good. We like to saute them. Obviously we have this annoying plant. I'm sure it has a use. I'm not sure what it is yet, but it gets into the beds and it takes forever to get out. So I just try to get it out where I can. But very excited for these yard longs. And behind them we have what I'm thinking is Tai Long celery beans mixed in with some leftover pak choi that decided to seed over here and do lovely things that pak choi does. So here's a pak choi. Hi buddy, you living with the beans? And there's another pak choi, and another pak choi. Obviously you know what I grew last winter, some pak choi. And then there's also these random squashes. I don't know. I don't remember planting these. That doesn't mean I didn't, but I don't remember planting them. And then over here we have the ones that I did plant, that I know for sure I planted. And they're looking pretty good. These are the ones that I grew from seed. This one is a zucchini. And this one is a lemon squash. And I think that one's a lemon squash. And then this one, I'm not sure if it's a lemon squash or zucchini. I think it's another lemon squash, but we'll see. And more sunflowers. I like to throw them in the corners. It's really pretty. We've never done that. Just throw them in a corner and have a good time. Let's see what's behind us. So here's where things get interesting. When I was rage planting, I threw seeds in. And I know that this is a climbing, vining plant, some type of squash probably, but I don't know which one it is. It could be a cucuzi, it could be a tromboncina, I'm not sure. So it's gonna be very exciting once it starts going up and growing fruit to see what this is. And one tiny chamomile trying to hang on for dear life. Go buddy, go. And then right beside it, I think this is some cilantro, because it looks like the cilantro I actually planted over there. And but right behind it is more mystery stuff. Obviously I planted some tomatoes, it looks like, and I planted some type of vining item. It could be a melon, it could be a squash. It'll be very exciting. All I know is it is not the same as the one over there, because you can see on the leaves they don't have the same pattern. They're similarly shaped, but this one has this really cool, like almost a variegation on it with a bit of the white on it. And then we have these tomatoes, and it'll be fun to see what kind of tomatoes are growing over here. But over on this side I do have these ones labeled, so I'm really happy about that. Here's some more purple potted beans. Very excited for these guys. They're getting real beautiful. They make lovely purple, dark and light purple flowers, and they're really delicious. And I have one lonely, sad dad sunset tomato. I'm really hoping he survives. Come on, buddy, you can do it. You can do it. And then I did plant some slow bolt cilantro over here. I'm hoping that takes off really good this year. We'll see. Let's do an update on mulberry land. We got some nice pink coming in on the mulberries. I don't really see any more that are turning black yet, because remember, they have to be black to eat them. That's when they're ready. But everywhere I look, I see mulberries. So I'm not upset that I have to wait a little bit for mulberries. It's really nice after a good rain just to hear all the noises and see all the plants fresh and growing. It's nice. And there's a cool breeze that I'm enjoying, because soon summer in Florida is going to be hot, hot, hot. And I'm pretty amazed how quickly things just grow after a good rain. I'm gonna show you this big, beautiful monster behind me. This is way up there. We have the elderberry, and it's full of beautiful blossoms. And look at this, it's so pretty, So my favorite flower is an elderberry flower. I love this delicate little kind of lacing. So elderberry flowers and Queen Anne's lace and carrots are the best. There's just something beautiful about it. Look at that. And this elderberry plant, there's two of them here. Well, there was two. They, I think, are about maybe 2 or 2.5 years old. They're huge. They were not this big, and I honestly, when I planted them a couple years ago, I didn't really know what to expect except for berries. I didn't know how huge they got. I didn't know how easy they are to just send out shoots, because there's little shoots everywhere. It's just beautiful, and I'm very excited for it. There's these little hidden blossoms everywhere. This small apple tree we have here, it has never fruited since we've been here, but there is an apple on it. Oh, looky there. An apple. It's so exciting. Yep. And the sister apple tree, the one that is a little bigger, it's made an apple or two before, and it had a ton of blossoms earlier in the season. And if you look up there, there is an apple up there. So I don't know if it's because we had a really good winter or what. This is a Dorset golden apple, but there were a couple other little ones growing, and I'm hoping they make it. Every year it gets a little older, and I think it makes a few more. And right below this apple tree, we have our Seminole pumpkins. So we got a couple there. So the most of them started in this hill right here, and then I kind of plucked them and moved them around. This one over here, I started from seed in the grow area instead of throwing it straight in the ground. That's why he's kind of big and beautiful. This is usually my sweet potato patch, and I will probably find some popping up soon. Leftover residual sweet potato. But it'll be lots of fun to see how this area gets wild and crazy. And the comfrey I transplanted out is doing pretty good. I had 2 of them, and I cut them in half and I put them into the ground, hoping they would stick and the roots would be fine. And 3 of them worked, and 1 got trampled by a child. But that's okay. They're playing, they're having a good time. That's what matters. And then this mulberry is doing great. Hello, beautiful. And then over here, some fun, exciting stuff. I haven't grown this in I think a year or 2. This is going to be, anybody know? It kind of looks like a squash, but it's a little different. If you guessed loofah, you're right. So we're gonna grow some loofah over here. But when I was rage planting, I kind of forgot that I had already planted some type of pepper over here. I don't know what kind it is, so that will be fun. We'll see. I'm pretty sure the loofah will take over this spot, but who knows? Maybe I can move the peppers out of the way. And these ones that I planted here that I don't know what they are, they have started to do the little beautiful thing where they twist around, and they're starting to climb. It's gonna be really cute and beautiful to see what mystery bean, I'm guessing, that I put here. What are you, Mr. Bean? Look, one popped up. I don't know. You guys will be able to see with me when it happens. And then I do know what these are, I believe. These are supposed to be tomatoes. They are Marsanos. So that'll be good to have some of those there. Hopefully the loofah doesn't get too aggressive over there and take over this whole trellis. It's gardening time. Things are kicking off and they're going pretty fast. Hope you all are very excited about what you're doing. And I will catch you next time. Bye.